Hello, everyone. Welcome back. This is Zen. Really excited to have this session with you guys today. We have a lot to cover. I'm going to cover Mr. Poole today. Mr. Poole, could he possibly be David Schwartz? What clues has he left us about XRP and more? So if you like Mr. Poole, stick around for that section of the episode. But first, we're going to cover Ripple scores major win as judge finds out if SEC lied to court. If you've been following Digital Asset Investor, he's been doing great research into this. You probably know all about this. But the Ripple team just scored a huge request from the judge and from this whole court fiasco. We haven't really been discussing too much about this lawsuit because we know the end game. The end game is clarity for XRP. We just have to get through this whole show, smoke and mirrors. And at the other end of this, at the other end of the settlement or the win for Ripple, whatever happens, is a giant green candle that's going to be higher and larger than anything that we've witnessed so far. But let's go into this. So Ripple found out about an email chain between SEC and a third party that could prove Hinman's 2018 speech was not merely a personal opinion, but the SEC's policy. The judge wants to take a look at it. So the judge wants to review the email chain. And the breaking news here is that Judge Sarah Netburn, let's burn the old net, has ruled in favor of Ripple's request and will be adding the documents and email chain in the camera review. So this is huge. This is huge. The defendant's response is due no later than October 22, 2021. Of course, they chose 22. So another big win for Ripple. Are we surprised? Not so much, because if you look at the picture they used for this article, let's go back. This picture, we've already seen this picture. August 24th, 2021 from Mr. Poole. Let me maximize it. So Mr. Poole, a lot of times when new people find out Mr. Poole, they get confused. They go to this Twitter account, LOOP_RM311_7211, and they'll find none of these posts are actually there. So what Mr. Poole does is Mr. Poole will post an image, that's it, or maybe like one word, and deletes it instantly. So Anons have basically set their notifications on his Twitter account or whatever it is. And as soon as Mr. Poole posts, people screenshot Mr. Poole's image, and then basically in a blink of an eye, it's deleted. And then Anons basically circulate these images across the web, and people start decoding them. And a lot of them have to do with XRP. And this has happened so many times. Like Mr. Poole posts something, and then a couple weeks later, a news article will come out with that exact image. I have a video on my page showing proof of Mr. Poole predicting a earthquake in forgot exactly where it was, but you could find it. It's actually one of my highest viewed videos on my page. So Mr. Poole has done this frequently, and what do we know that Mr. Poole has told us? Everything is all planned. Nothing is by coincidence. It's all planned, and that's why I don't pay too much attention to the SEC lawsuit, because I know it's all planned, and at the end of it is clarity. Just like Tesla was also sued by the SEC. At the other end of that lawsuit was Tesla going to space. So pansies, Mr. Poole recently on the 8th, right before this news article came out, posted this pansy, right? Lots of different symbolism and research regarding the pansy. One of them is King Arthur and the Knights of the Round Table used pansies to basically predict the future. You can Google that yourself and find out that that's the true statement. There's also a lot of other symbolism about pansies, like free thinkers and a lot of other cool positives about pansies. But this is what I really want to show you. The same day, David Schwartz posted a pansy. He's getting more ballsy. He's basically being more open about it. David Schwartz says he needs 10 more of these pansies. One of my friends decoded that 11 pansies in gematria equals James Bond. But David Schwartz posts a pansy. Mr. Poole posts a pansy. I think the minute was 13 on this one, and the minute timestamp on this one was 33. This is the coincidence that I'm not going to ignore. And David Schwartz has given us lots of clues that he possibly is Mr. Poole. And David Schwartz obviously is under NDAs. He can't tell us everything that he wants to tell us about XRP, PolySign, everything that he's building. So he basically uses these alternative accounts like Mr. Poole, I think, to get his messages across to the people. So that's pretty mind-blowing to me. You know, we've been speculating if Mr. Poole was possibly a time traveler, if it was David Schwartz, if it was quantum AI, and after that, I mean, how much more evidence do you need to know? It's basically he's telling us it's him. So eventually, we know it's all a show. We know it's the puppet masters have their puppets on a string, and it's all a show. But eventually, what Mr. Poole told us is it all has to end. So there is an ending to this movie, and with a lot of our research, the ending ends with let's read back to the first thing I had up here. Keep eyes open. If the SEC ends around the time regulations, tether issues happen, you'll realize how planned this all really is. As of right now, the timing is too perfect. So Biden's over here talking about regulating cryptocurrencies. He's talking about USDT Tether. Tether has been on the hot seat for a long time. Both of these things are happening simultaneously. Tether basically goes extinct. All that capital flows into XRP Ledger. XRP skyrockets while the rest of everything burns. It's the Phoenix. That's what's been prophesized for a long time now. While everything else crashes and burns, XRP rises up like the Phoenix. So everything's planned out. It looks like it's all going down, guys. So Mr. Poole is giving us all the clues. Just stay focused on the prize, and our time is coming. It's happening real soon. Everybody, peace. Have a good day. Hello, everyone. I'm back. I actually forgot the most important message that I wanted to deliver today. Funny how that happened. But what I really want to bring up today is there's no need to FOMO. There's no need for greed. The whole point of this wealth transfer, the whole point of this new level playing field that we're working on creating, this new quantum world, is we want to create a world where everyone could win. And we don't need to be freaking out, FOMOing, and we don't need to be greedy. So there's opportunities for everybody to win. If you look, a lot of the XRP holders are selling their bags. So this downhill, 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 the 2% really downhill, 3%, everything's going downhill. So people are selling their XRP bags. Maybe it's taking longer than they're expecting. Or what a lot of people are doing, there's all these cool shiny objects popping up. There's all these new projects coming up every day, and people are like, well, let me sell some of my XRP for this new project. Just know that's exactly part of the whole plan. The more shiny objects they can come up with to get you to sell and it's working, the better. So on this channel, we don't need to sell our XRP. We got that locked away. We're holding for when, if you sell your XRP before the settlement, you're selling for less than the real value. It's suppressed. So have those diamond hands and just hold. Don't worry if other people are making money on these other projects. I promise you. The green candles these other people are experiencing is not going to be what you're going to experience if you have a big bag of XRP. Now let's really look at this. It only takes 2,162 XRP to be in the top 10% of the new 1%. So it takes about, right now with XRP being $1.20, just the other day you could have got it at $1 or even 90 cents. It's $1.20 now. You need about $2,500 to become the new become in the top 10% of the new 1%. It's not that much. So while everyone else is selling, you could be gaining your position. You could be becoming higher and higher. I knew the 1% was before about 64,000. A lot of people are selling their bags, which is good for us. So I'm going to play a video from, I don't even know the guy's name, the dude that won the boxing match last night. He's going to talk about how like his billionaire friends aren't even happy. Because when you have $1 billion, then you want $2 billion. When you have $2 billion, then you want $3 billion. And you're like constantly on this trying to, it's like an endless, you have a cookie in front and it's like an endless game. So eventually we have to be content with what we own, what we have, and be happy. And I'm chilling now. So I'm happy with my bags. I'm content. I'm going to play you this video from whoever won the boxing match last night. I don't even remember his name. And then also some cool clips of my life. But okay, guys, peace.
The money doesn't mean that much to you.
Nah, listen, I know loads of people. I know billionaires and I know millionaires and I know people who ain't got all. And the most unhappy people are the richest ones. That's a fact. That's true. So all you people out there, yeah, listen to that. I've got billionaire mates and they're very unhappy. They're never happy. If they found 100 grand on the floor, they wouldn't make them happy. They'd be looking for the next one because enough is never enough. They're always chasing more. And no matter what they achieve, they're always trying to go again and try and make more. But for me, I'm happy. I'd be happy if I lived in a council flat up there in a tower block. I don't really care because I don't need a flash house or a flash car for someone to like me. If they don't like me, then f them.
Where is XRP going?
XRP to the sun, baby! Let's go!
Now, the key to making money in a situation like this is to position yourself now before the settlement. Because by the time you read about it in the Wall Street Journal, it's already too late.